Hello YouTube, it's Clay Ramage. I'm back again with another haul video. Went to the bins the other day and picked up some things. It wasn't an exciting time, but found a few things. And then I stopped at some other stores on the way home as well. So let's get through it. And for those of you who have subscribed to my channel and watched my videos, I thank you so much for that. And sorry for the little delay. I had some technological problems. Basically, I had to get a new phone. So I'm now using the iPhone 11 and to do my videos and editing, and let's see how well it works. Okay. All right. So one thing I found at the bins was this $100. Yeah, it's a $100 wallet made to look like a wallet, and I saw this on another YouTube video somewhere, and I don't remember where, but I thought it was just a fun little thing. Not worth really anything, but fun little item. Another thing we found were these vintage frames, and they're not secured in the back, so that's why I'm putting them back together. Anyway, oops, upside down. Nice, ornate vintage frames, still with the glass. They have a piece of plywood on the back, and on the back of the plywood it is flocked. It has a velvet surface, and then it has the tag, made in Italy. Oops, had it upside down, I guess. But anyway, there's two of those, and put them out on eBay and already have bids on them. So that was pretty exciting. So great little vintage frames. This was another wild item I found. It's an original Rubbermaid cutting board, two-sided. It says cutting board and cheese tray. It's dated 1974. Still has the original plastic and label on it. Pretty exciting little find. Again, kind of a vintage kitchen thing. Hopefully it'll do well. Okay, we'll just go for this one. This was the best find that I did at the bins. This is another Tonka truck. I found in a prior video another truck that didn't have a name on it. Found out that was a Tonka truck. I didn't think it was, but it was Tonka. There's another one. This is the Tonka Construction Series dump truck. In played with condition. Has a few spots of missing paint and rust, but overall, considering the age, early 80s, not a bad thing. Should make some money off of that. And then found another blanket for backpacks for the homeless, which I was thinking about, and some of you have asked about what we do with the backpacks or how we pack them. And I thought, well, that's a good idea for a video. So we'll do another video someday on that, hopefully soon. Found some more little flowers for my vase for the planters. Found some floral tape. Again, this stuff is very light. They had a whole bin of just brand new. It was mostly Target with their dollar stuff. So there's a whole bunch of that. Picked up these packages of Kleenex, again for the backpacks that we do. Those in there. What else do I find? Oh, I found a whole series of these little Halloween. I don't even remember what they were. I remember as a kid I had some of these and I loved them. These are not nearly that old. They're fairly new actually. But as a nice set, I thought for come Halloween, it'd be a nice little item to put out for sale. Oh, here's two more. Got a skeleton, guy with a jack-o'-lantern head, and Frankenstein. Yeah. Then let's see what else. I found this bag of musical toys, little grab bag, canastas, little drums, you know, the swinging drums. And I have some friends of mine that do music classes for children, and I thought we would give that to them. Another thing I found were these Christmas napkin ring holders. They're like little village houses. Again, as you can tell, I didn't even take them out of the package yet. There's 4 of them in here, and they say made in Thailand, so they're vintage, probably 80s to 90s. But just cute little things for the Christmas table. Then I found a little bag of jewelry. There were 3 pieces of jewelry in here. I only have 2 in here now, but one of them was just this little, now it's all tangled up. Anyway, little bracelet. type item with white. The other is this necklace with the birds on it. 5 birds. This one has a little bead on the end of it to make it more of a pendant. I'm trying to determine, I think these are probably pewter. I was at first thinking they might be like silver plated, but I believe they're pewter. Not really tarnishing, just a cute little necklace. The other thing that was in the bag that I didn't know, well, I saw it, but I didn't look at it closely, I just threw it in my cart, was this charm bracelet. It happens to be the Wizard of Oz charm bracelet. I don't know how well you can see those. So you have Dorothy, the Tin Man, Scarecrow, Cowardly Lion, the Wicked Witch, Toto. There's some other character I really didn't recognize. So I don't know where he came from. But anyway, that was a fun find that I didn't know about. This is kind of an odd thing, but I picked up a package of Dreft sample packet, stage 1 newborn. I told my wife, I said, well, when you do, she goes to a lot of baby showers and stuff, that throw this in as part of the baby shower gift or whatever. Picked up a little bag of Made with Love, like for homemade treats to put in there. And then our daughter was a big tennis player. She played in high school and a few years in college, and so we're all big tennis fans in this household. And I found this very tiny tennis racket, and it says on there, the Championships Wimbledon. And it says it on both sides. I'm assuming it was probably a souvenir from Wimbledon. I've found in the past at Goodwill, I found both a Wimbledon hat, brand new with the tag still on it, at Goodwill, and then I also found a Wimbledon tie. So I think because we're in the area we live in, the tennis is pretty popular. I think there's probably people that go over there to watch the championships at Wimbledon. But anyway, so that was fun. I don't know if we'll give it to her or what we'll do with it yet. But then I found this platter, mid-century platter, made by the Inland Glass Company. Again, it's not a high dollar item, but I just thought it was a beautiful tray. It doesn't look like there's almost no wear whatsoever on the pattern along the edges. There's one little tiny mark over here in the corner, but otherwise I don't know that it has ever been used. But make great platter for the holidays. And that's the end of the box. And then on the same trip, I stopped at a couple other Goodwills. On my way home, I found some poly wrap. I always use that for shipping. Because it was Wednesday, which is senior day, you get 25% discount. So for $4, I got some foam for shipping, which anytime I find shipping supplies, even though I'm a little more than maybe what I want to pay for them, it's still cheaper than buying them at other stores. So it pays off. Oh, that's the other thing I do get at the bins, is if I find any bubble wrap laying around, I just throw it in my cart. It weighs almost nothing and helps me to save money on buying shipping supplies. But another Goodwill store I stopped at, I found this, which is a crystal Jeep model. It's beautifully made. There's no air bubbles in it whatsoever. And it's etched where the engine is, just to give it a little offset. I've done well selling Jeep related items in the past, so I paid $2 for that. The other thing I found, and again, I'm kind of getting into this shoe clothes thing, but I saw these on the shelf, and then I noticed that on the inside it said Ralph Lauren Polo. I don't know if you can see that in there or not. And so I turned them over. They're golf shoes, so they have the spikes on the bottom. But then I realized that these have never been worn. They're brand new. It still has the label on there talking about what to do with the spikes. And they were listed at $8.99, which I thought was pretty reasonable for our Goodwills and the way they do new shoes. And I had a 50% off coupon, so I only paid $4.50 for them. They do have a few marks on them that I'll clean up before I list them. but those are good shoes. Should be able to get like $60 out of those. And it's a good size, which is, it's a 9.5 D. So I was happy about those. And then in a different trip, some of you may have noticed behind me on the shelf is these wonderful pair of, some people call them wedding doves, or things like that. But this is actually a Capodimonte piece. There's the mark on the bottom. This is made in Italy by the Capodimonte company. And this is one of the things, I found it totally by accident. I was ready to walk out of the store, didn't really find anything that interested me, and I was walking by, and they had their carts out there with their buckets of restocking the inventory, and right behind them was a series of shelves. I just happened to look at the bottom shelf and saw this base sticking out. I thought, oh, what's that? So as I pulled it out, the price sticker was right here, and it said $3.99 on it, $3.99. And I was like, oh, must be broken. So I pulled it out, thought, oh, that looks really nice. And I looked it over, and there's not one chip, not one broken piece anywhere. It's literally in perfect condition. All of the little figures, and even the little stem in the bird's mouth, that is very thin, very delicate. So somebody took great care of it. I did clean it. It was a little dusty, but for $4, that's an awesome find. There's another one listed on eBay right now for $89.95. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but for now it looks great in my office, doesn't it? So there we go. All right, well, that's the video for today. Thanks for watching. Oh, and watch for more videos to come now that I got my technology straightened out. Bye.